Hi everyone, Carlos here. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, Carlos, why have you made a video about salad? You've never dipped your toe into salad at all. What is the reason for this? Well, I have actually dipped my toe into salad. I haven't told you about it because I was just experimenting. But the other day, I got to the point where I was fed up of CHIA. My CHIA farmer was running, all the other hardware was running. And with the price as it is at the moment, I was just thinking, I've got to turn this off. This is ridiculous. It's not making any money. It's costing me money. I need to explore other avenues. And I thought about salad because I thought it'd be very easy to switch that Windows machine that is currently the CHIA harvester over and try it out on salad. It's fairly decent spec machine. I wasn't sure whether it was going to have any earning potential, so it was just a trial. I think it's 32 gig of RAM in there. There's an i7 4700, I think, and of course it's got the NVIDIA 3060 Ti GPU in there. No additional storage or anything like that. So I turned everything off and got that machine up and running on salad. Wasn't expecting much. And it very quickly went through the setup processes and lo and behold started chopping, so earning, and it seemed to accept the level of hardware that I'd provided, and I was very surprised by this. The estimates were around anything between 70 cents and $1.70 a day, which I thought, well, that's not too bad. It was obviously depends on the power pool, so I was monitoring the power monitor that I've got on the plug socket for that whole setup, and yeah, it was pulling about 300 watts continuously, but what I found was that temperatures started to fly up, exceeding what I was comfortable with. Inside the case got very warm, and the GPU was, with fans running at 100%, was struggling to get under 88 degrees, which was a bit frightening because I'm not used to that. Even from GPU mining days, you were able to, play around with settings sufficiently to keep things fairly cool, and I was a little bit uncomfortable with that. And about 15 minutes later I became even more uncomfortable when the GPU started making some horrific noises, which I'm presuming were the fans just saying I've had enough of this and deciding to give up. So very quickly turned it off. But I believe the problem here is, from what I can see, a salad rig is not ideally suited to be in a contained unit like a PC case. I mean, that case has 6 fans in it and a CPU fan as well, and it was really struggling to get the heat out of that case, and you could feel it if you put your hands on the outtake fans, and you can see this if you look at Red Panda Mining's videos. You can see the AI rigs that he's set up. He has actually done them on open rigs, and obviously, if you've got good ambient temperatures, that's going to be a lot more suitable than having it in an enclosed case. And I've seen some other YouTubers that have done it in cases, but they've opened the side panels and left them off, and they've got air conditioning units running in the rooms where these AI rigs are running. So that would be the reason why. But where am I going with this? Why did I show you a server PSU and a breakout board on that thumbnail? Well, I still have my GPU rig from a long time ago. It's sitting here on the floor next to me, dormant, and has been for many months, if not a year or so now. It did very well for me, helped me mine some Ethereum before the merge, some Casper, Ravencoin, Meowcoin, Neoxa. Filled up some good bags with that, but not been able to do anything with it. It's just been sitting on the floor. I've stripped it now. It's just the actual frame. I've still got the motherboard there with the RAM and CPU in it, and I've still got the fans attached to the side of the rig. But it's not been doing anything. Yes, I could have put some other GPUs in there and done some spec mining, but that's not really my bag. As I say, I've done that with Neoxa and Meowcoin in the past. Not really going anywhere, are they? So I don't want to do that sort of thing with it. But I have been thinking about, when am I going to get an opportunity to reuse this rig for something? And, you know, based on my experience with Salad so far, it looks like I could use this. But you say that's a bit of a waste of using a GPU rig for Salad. You know, when you can only have one GPU in it, doesn't really make sense, does it? Well, recently Brandon Coin put out a video where he showed some discussions in the Discord, Salad Discord, that Salad owners were having with Salad chefs, asking for some volunteers to work with them for testing out some multi-GPU Salad rig options. And as soon as I saw that, my ears pricked up, and I thought, here's the opportunity to reuse some of that old GPU rig hardware. So yes, if that comes about, that'll be a good option. You know, these old GPU mining rigs have got multi-GPU support. Well, the one I've got here, I can get 8 comfortably in. They're all open air. They've got a good fan system on there for keeping them cool and, you know, keeping the heat away from the rig. Motherboard, not too sure about that. Those multi-PCIe slot boards like the ASRock ones that I was using before, not sure about whether you can get a good CPU on there. I doubt it. And also it looks like the motherboard will only take about 16 gig of RAM, which once again doesn't look like it'll be a goer. But certainly could put a better board and CPU and memory in there, something that can handle multi-CPU support. Then all you need is the power. So I am really glad that I didn't get rid of the 1400 watt PSU that I've got still sitting in my other mining room, because that might come in handy. And I've also got all the suite of breakout boards and all the cables as well. I kept the lot. I didn't get rid of it. Even riser cards and things like that. So if, I know it's a little bit vague at this stage, but if Salad do go down the route of supporting multiple GPUs, this might be the opportunity to resurrect this hardware. You know, all the stuff that you invested in the past that's just been sitting idle, and get it up and running again and earn from it. So that's what I'm hoping. So I'm keeping my ear to the ground, and at the moment I'm keeping my eye on certain purchasing options for decent GPUs. As I say, I was surprised the 3060 Ti was going to offer anything at all, but it looked like it was. It would be good to start looking at maybe some 3080, 3090 options for me. They're in my sort of price bracket. I could potentially get hold of some of those. There may even be the option to buy some cheap 4060s or something like that. I've seen some going as low as, well, sub £300 actually in certain places, for brand new cards. So a lot of options there. There's a lot to be positive about there, I think. But, you know, if you're not already keeping your ear to the ground with regards to Salad, start brushing up on it, start investigating, start finding out about it. Maybe even have a tinker like I did and just see, you know, how the actual software installation occurs and whether your hardware is getting picked up. It's not going to hurt. And, you know, let's cross fingers that something will happen and we'll be able to start utilising some of this investment that we made, you know, in the last year or two. Anyway, have a look at Brandon Coin's YouTube channel. You'll see he had a video out on there, it was in the last week, where he talks about this. So that might be of interest to you. And also Red Panda, so you can have a look at some of his AI rigs. They're really impressive, really expensive. Not in my price bracket at all. I don't know where he gets his money from. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope that was informative. Do give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe if you haven't already, so you know when I put up in my next video, and obviously the bell notification icon will help with that as well. But I'll see you next time.